Hello and welcome to today's video titled "This might very possibly be the scariest drawing of hell ever made." And that's only going to last for a couple of days until somebody in Japan figures out the way to put something scarier on paper. So let's go into it. There it is. That is the drawing of Anwar Congo in hell. Now, here you see him. That's his head. Those are his hands. Those are his legs. And this important individual here is Lady Nangda from Indonesian mythology. So what's going on here is that one of the most horrific dictators to ever exist is being depicted stripped of anything resembling control between Lady Nangda on one hand and a bunch of rocks on the other. You can see the fifth horn of ESP being pushed down into his mouth, is being forced down his throat. This is actually the sixth horn. The other five horns surround Lady Nangda herself. She is shown dancing in tune to his state, which is that of frozen despair. Note that in the distance there is a black hole, no sun, a landscape, rocks, and her. And she is depicted fully clothed. Here we can see one of her legs, the other one is behind the rock, and she is behind the rock too. She is being shown tearing his skin with her hand. Actually, both of her hands. That's part of his skin over there. And she is creeping into his flesh. And the rocks, they are not as innocent looking as you think they are. These rocks are actually also feeding off of his skin. If that is not terrifying, I don't know what is. This drawing is for the victims of Anwar Congo and his men. And it shows a hell which is simply indifferent to him. Before hell was shown full of demons and their servants doing all kinds of things to people, and the decision here was made to show only Anwar Congo, this is going to be painted later on, being punished in accordance with how he behaved before he passed away and took his sins or crimes with himself to the afterlife. The front letters that you see form the phrase, in the kingdom of the blind, see who can see. his queen. That's quite the revealing for what Anwar Congo did. For those of you who do not know, he is the subject of the movie is The Act of Killing, and it's a sequel, and a number of testimonies from people who have survived the horrors of his rule until today. This movie is for his victims, for those who suffered, for those who died, for those who survived. And you can see her hair form a dark sun, and this took about 10 years. 10 years to complete, and it was completed on the 23rd of January 2026. So the concept of this drawing began sometime in 2016. And this was visited and revisited until this became the end result, the final actual result. And here you can see what's going on. You can see her and the rocks dividing his skin between each other. So hell is essentially feeding off of him. And there is no comfort here, there is no sun. There is only a black hole in the background. And there is slightly like that, and then there is him. And he was drawn like this to respect the social media's community guidelines, and to ensure that nothing would be left out of tune with that. So you can see what is going on here, and it's basically how he created himself and everyone else around him while he was alive, and how he took what he did to his grave. And one of the things he wanted was that he wanted to be shown suffering in accordance with his actions in hell. He said that in the movie Act of Killing, and I have seen that, and that movie is one of the most horrific movies I have ever seen. It's a very well done and realistic movie that shows what happens when people who have no shame are in power, and how they create those they abuse. And this is why people should always think before voting. The more time people spend thinking before voting, the less chances are that many like this will come to power. That's how people learned from history, from the Holocaust to the horrors of Rwanda's genocide, to Indonesia's history of genocide, and so on. And that's it for now. Alrighty.